Welcome to the show, Vows of the Damned, presented to you by Dyce Reacts. Yeah, we are going to be checking out this lady. She's going to be talking about baby daddies. Yes, the show never ends. Let's get right into it.
Listen, I got 3 baby daddies. Ain't none on worth shit. I got one that we don't hear from, unless he just get out of jail because he want to party again. My second one, we was together for 5 years. The first 3 was amazing. You feel me? I take it back. First 2 was amazing. The last 3 was horrible because then I had a baby by him and it was horrible. That last one I got, it was a oopsie. I kept it. My fault. Ain't none of them shit. No. That's why I do all my shit myself. I don't call, text, nobody. Something happened at the school, I ain't calling you, bitch. I ain't calling. I sound bitter, but no, it keeps down confusion. Makes me sane so I can be sane for these kids. If you ain't stunning these kids, you shouldn't be stunning me. You feel me?
Yes, guys, I just had to let it play out because I was just listening to what you were saying and I'm just shaking my head the whole time. Not saying anything, just letting it play out because, I mean, before I even go deep a little bit into that, I remember that's a while back. That's like so many years ago. I would say maybe like 15 years ago. Got a good friend of mine, basically like friend of she's almost like family to me, and she had a group of friends she introduced me to, female friends, her very close friends, and I never got to meet that individual because the last year of school she got pregnant. Sadly, she passed away giving birth. And she's talking, I'm just like, some of those women are just so crazy. They don't even understand what they're saying. And it just baffles me how some of those women could just give any man a child. Any man. It's just crazy that you could die during that process. And you're giving any man, a child. And she is even holding herself accountable to no degree. She's blaming the men. You had 1, 2, 3. One is in jail. The other one ain't shit, like she said. But how do you still end up with those men? Doesn't that say more about you than the men? It's not 1, it's not 2, it's 3. That cannot be a coincidence. And she takes no accountability whatsoever. It's just insane when you hear those women talk. I don't know if this is an actual video or is this a skit or something, but this happens more often than not. Because I know a guy that has 5 kids with 5 different women, and not too long he got another girl. He got a new girl right now, and he has a child with her. And I'm saying, how can like it's just insane. How can this girl not know that guy is irresponsible? 5 kids with 5 different women shows that he's not someone that loves to commit. He's not a committed person. You don't have 5 children with 5 different women by accident. And she got pregnant for this guy, and currently they're not together. Like, what else you expect? Yes, he's on to someone else. And I can remember Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. There is a site called demographic.com. I don't know if it's still around, but he was the one who mentioned it, and I checked out a lot of different stats for Black America, and I can remember a stat that said 16% of men are responsible for 80% of the children in Black America. I was shocked. I knew it was going to be high, but I wasn't expecting it to be that high. So many of those women are having kids for the same group of men. For the same group of men. It's just insane. And in my own country, I'm seeing it the same way. Because I'm 38 and I made sure not to have a kid with just any woman, because it's worse to have a kid with a woman that is vindictive, chaotic, just plain batshit crazy. You know what I mean? Women have seen the results of women that are having children out of wedlock, how difficult their lives are in terms of not having a family unit to raise the child, because most cases they are going to be single mothers and it's going to be more difficult to raise the child. Financially, emotionally, it's going to take a toll, and still do it. I'm going to give you a story. I mean, a family member, just to compound like some of the decisions that women make. And you may think it's just women that are low IQ, and that's not the case. The person I'm talking about, she went to university and she got her degree. She went to a very, very good university. I can't remember the name offhand, but a very good university. And she entered the banking world. She had an executive position. I think probably she still currently has it, but at the time she was an exec in that bank. I won't say the name of the bank, but she was making well over 6 figures a year. And she came on vacation in her country, which is where I'm located, and she was single at the time. And she met a guy that was, in the city, have what you call like a tree, like a tree selling different things, just hustling, like we say it in the Black community. He was just hustling, and she took a liking towards that guy. That guy had 6 kids with 6 different women, and he said he was single at the time. I mean, when she met him. And when she left, before she left, she told him that she really likes him and she's interested and she wants to marry him. She wants to bring him to the USA because that's where she resides. And the guy, I don't think the guy had believed that himself. He wanted to see for himself. And she actually did file for him, and he went up to the States. I mean, she sent for him and he went up to the States and they got married. And guess what? When the guy got the papers, he filed for divorce. And all the time he had a girlfriend in the country, and he filed for her to bring up his girlfriend, his hidden girlfriend, up in the USA. And I laughed at this story so much because my nephew said, it seems like a good man can never get those opportunities. It's always the dusty, douchebag, no hygiene type of guys who get those opportunities with those basically well-to-do women of substance, that have a good head and a shoulder in terms of finance. Good men don't get those opportunities. So he was just saying it seems he's got to do worse in life in order to get those kind of opportunities. And like I said, that person was not a stupid individual, but yet still emotionally, women just do a lot of stupid when it comes to relationships. Comes to the men they procreate with, they do a lot of bad decisions, and most don't want to hold themselves accountable for their actions. And that's the problem. Yes, you can make mistakes, but at some point you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I messed up. It can't be the man all the time. Yes, the guy is a piece of shit. Yeah, we know that. But you make one's gonna be a mistake, 2, 3 times, and none of those guys are interested in taking care of the children, not even financially, not even actually physically being there to see them, nothing of that sort. Come on, really? Nah, like my cousin loved to see. And I think he got it from Karen Samuels. Accountability is a woman's kryptonite. Yeah, I thought I'd give my thoughts on that. I want to go further, but I'm going to leave it for another video. When it comes to like we in the black community, in terms of men that have resources, there's something that in our community that people praise, and this is a detriment in terms of having generational wealth. And I'm gonna go into that in another video. When there's a video fitting for that, I'm gonna talk on that. Yes, I just hope none of you guys out there are one of those damned. Until next time, peace out.